Good afternoon, good evening, YouTube. Back in the building, Video DJ Dre for another tutorial episode. This episode here is my tutorial episode on how to become a DJ for beginners. I got my son in the building with me. If you checked out my first episode, we kind of went over what software we was going to use. Make sure you check that episode out. Either after you watch this one, or you might want to watch this one, watch the other one before. It's up to you, but definitely check it out. I'll put it up in the top hand corner at the end of the video. And that pretty much goes over the beginning basics. You know, I think that was our second series. We went over hooking up equipment. Then we went over software. And now we're going to get into mixing. The software my son chose in the last video was DJ, Algorithms DJ. We had a choice between Serato DJ Pro or Algorithms DJ AI. He chose Algorithms DJ AI, so that's what we're gonna rock with. And before we get into it, you know, since he chose that program, I had a gig this past weekend, and I brought it out to the gig because I wanted to kind of get a little bit familiarized with it, because I use Serato. I've been using Serato for 20 years or however long they've been out. Not really comfortable with DJ, but he chose it to do this tutorial. And I brought it out this weekend, and I was impressed with it. I was like, okay, I'm really liking this program. So when I got back to the studio, I started playing with it, and I'm kind of liking it too now. So I see why he chose it, and I see why a lot of DJs might be switching over to it. So Serato DJ, heads up, because, you know, this is some strong competition out there, and this program does do a lot. And I think it's a lot better for beginners as well, because it has the AI built in, and it helps you a lot as far as the transitioning, as far as the blending, the syncing. It does a lot for you, but it doesn't take over. You still got to have some skills. When I was DJing with it this weekend, I noticed that at first I was like, it's a cheat code. I don't really like DJing with a program that's going to do everything. It's like you're cheating. You're not really DJing. But actually, when I was out live with it, I realized that it's really not a cheat code. It really helped me enhance my set by letting me do several things a lot faster and let me be a little bit more creative. So I'll probably take it out in the future. But today, we're going to start with beat matching and mixing. And normally a lot of guys that's making beats, a lot of producers, they normally start out as DJs because they learn how to beat match first. Then they go on to DJing. With my son here, kind of backwards. He started out producing first. He's been producing beats. We're going to play a few of them today in this set, and now he's going into DJing. So a lot of the number one thing that I think DJs and producers, you know, you need to know how to beat count. You need to know your 1, 2, 3, 4. Every song, every production is pretty much based on beats, or what they call bars. And it's normally a tempo, which can be a slower tempo or faster tempo. Tempos range anywhere from 60 BPMs all the way up to 150 BPMs, all depending on what type of song you're trying to make. Today we're going to do a range around, I say we're going to stay around 70, 75, and maybe go up to about 120, and try to blend those songs together. And I'm going to kind of show him how to do it. Then I'm going to let him take over and see if he can do it. And you guys at home, try to do the same thing, because I'm teaching him live. He hasn't done this before. So if you're a beginner, you should be able to catch on and do this as well. So first, we're going to start with BPMs, beat. So this first song we're going to start off with, I'm using my DJ program here by Algorithms. And we're going to start off with some beats. And the first beat we're going to start off with is going to be a 79 BPM beat. Okay? So we're going to start with a beat that's 79 BPMs over here on this deck. So if you hear it, this beat right here is coming in at 79 BPMs, and you gotta kind of bounce with it and hear that. You can either hear that clap, or you can hear that snare, and you can hit that 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how you time that particular beat. Now when you want to bring another beat in, say this next beat I'm gonna bring in is going to be 85 BPMs, okay? So this beat here is traditionally 85 BPMs. Now, if I was DJing at a party and I want to bring these two songs in together, traditionally what I would do, I'm not going to use the sync on the machine. The sync is helpful, but I'm not going to hit the sync button until I get my songs kind of locked up. I like to use the sync after I get my songs mixed in. That way, once I hit sync, they'll lock in and I can go on and either do some type of transition effects, cutting or scratching, look for my next song. I won't have to worry about the songs coming out of beat while I'm doing that, because oftentimes they will drift. Even if you got them on the same BPM, they'll drift a little bit over time and kind of get off beat. So if I was playing this song over here at 79 BPMs, and you can see on the screen we at 79 BPMs right up here, I would take my cube ladder control here, and I would probably speed this song up slowly to maybe about 82, so the crowd don't kind of hear it, you know. So I'm at 82 right now, and the one that's at 85, I would start to play that, and I would slow this one down until I match that 82. So they're not too far off. This one isn't sped up too much. This one over here isn't slowed down too much. If you notice on the screen, both of them are at 82. Now I set my cue points before I actually did this. My cue points, I set them at the first down beat. The first down beat of each song, I set a cue point. And if y'all don't know what cue points are is when you can tap these buttons right here. Let me go to my overhead screen. Okay, you can tap these buttons down here and set a cue point wherever you want. Let me set a fictitious one. Okay, say I stop this platter right here. If I want to set a cue point right there, while it's not already lit up, I'll just tap it and the computer will automatically set a cue point right there. Then anytime I'm playing this particular song, if I hit that button, it'll come back to that cue point. And to erase that cue point, you just hit shift and tap it and it'll erase it, since I didn't want to use that. I'm using these first two cue points right here. For this particular song, the first downbeat is on my second cue point. So I'm gonna bring this back up again. Of course, my crossfader, y'all know about the crossfader. Crossfader is what brings in the two songs together. This is that song. This is that song. You hear the difference of the song? Two different beats. You hear that one? You hear that one? I've already beat matched them on my software. Okay? You hear that one? You hear that one? So now I'm gonna bring him in. Using my cue point, I'm gonna hit my one. Listen to this song. 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to hit that cue point on that 4. Listen. Once you catch that beat, 1, 2, 3, 4. You hit that cue point. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. You hit that cue point. And this song should come in, then you can slowly bring this fader over and turn this up. Alright? I'm going to do it myself real quick. And then I'm going to have him do it behind me. Alright? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. You hear the other song is in. Now they're on beat. Now after I got them played, I like to hit this sync button just to lock them in. So now they're locked in. They're not going to move. They're going to stay on beat. This particular program right here is excellent for keeping stuff locked in when you want it. For all y'all guys have been using Serato for years, Serato, however you want to pronounce it, Serato sync don't always lock it in where you want to. It kind of chooses, you know, where it want to go. And that's why I don't like to use sync at all on Serato. I didn't grow up using sync, so I never really used it. But on this program, sync kind of locks in where you want it. So I really like that. And as you can hear, they're still on sync. So now I'm going to bring him in and see if he can do that with those songs, okay? So we're going to bring him back down. I'm going to bring this back to where it was. Take it off sync. I'm going to bring this one back. This one's at 85 now. This one is at 75. And I want my son to come in, do the same thing. And you people at home, you beginning DJs, y'all try it out, all right? Did you get what I was doing?
Yeah, I was paying attention, man. So For starters, I took notes in my head. I seen how he matched.
Cut the music down a little bit while you're talking, so they can hear you.
Turn it down.
Right here, these two levels right here is your two faders. Is gonna bring that music down for you.
Like I said, I was taking notes, and initially what I saw first was he matched the BPMs to a better, appropriate speed, so they both, can blend together. One of them is a little slower than the other one. Like you said, the beat that I did is at 79 BPMs, and his beat is at 85. So what I would do is speed up mine just a little bit.
Go the opposite.
I'm actually going the opposite way. Speed it up a little bit. And I took note, he did it at 82 for both of these beats. So that's what I'm gonna do first. I'm gonna start bringing the BPMs to around the same amount.
Turn that up so they can hear that song that you slowed down. Turn it all the way up to max right there.
So that's the new speed is back at 82, and then I'm gonna slowly do the same for this other instrumental. So now that one is also at 82. So that's the first thing. First things first. And as far as the volume, like you said, I'm gonna do my count. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And that's when you
want to hit the cue point, like you said. All right, sir.
And then bring that fader over.
I know. I got this, man. Like, I'm a beginner, but I know how to pay attention now.
All right. Okay. So, well, everybody ain't as sharp as you, so we trying to slow it down for the audience. Okay, go ahead.
So you said 1, 2, 3, 4, and then slowly but surely you start bringing it in.
Sound too much on.
Don't sound too much on, so I'm gonna try this again. 1, and then I gotta restart the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And you can turn this up so they can hear it.
You didn't turn the wrong one up, man. So I'm gonna go back. I think he altered the BPM a little bit because he's trying to micromanage me right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring this.
Look at your thing over there.
I'm gonna bring this back to 82. So like you said, start one more time from the cue point. After I do my 4-bar count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Almost there. I feel like it still needs a little work. We're gonna try this one more time.
Let me see if I change the cue point. Because I don't. Alright. Yeah, it's cool. It's on the right one.
1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like I gotta start at the.
Get it on. Listen, go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then hit it.
Then hit it.
Like hit it on 5.
Like for 5 seconds.
So,
I got 1 second there. 2, 3, 4.
Then hit it. And you can also look at your screen and see if they're coming in at the same time.
Yeah, that was a good tip. I don't know if y'all heard that. So you can hear the beat now. Definitely more on beat. So we're gonna do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And you can hit your sync button and lock it in.
And now this should be synced. And I can bring it all the way over.
Okay, so you got that down. Try that one more time.
I'm gonna go opposite direction.
Start that beat over on that side.
Should I take the sync off? Just to.
Oh, well, it's still locked in, so you can bring this beat in by hitting the cue point.
Okay.
What's your 1, 2, 3?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
So it is on cue, and we can also, like you said, with this program that I've noticed, it comes with a couple of features as far as echoing it out. So you got different things you can play with to make your transitions a little smoother as well.
So let me hear you bring in this next song, and then let me hear you echo out this song using the screen.
All right. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, now I think I sound a little decent.
But also, when you use effects, you also want to use effects on beat too.
Point too, right?
You don't just want to hit effect anytime. this is an instrumental, so we don't have no acapella in here.
No actual lyrics and stuff.
You want to hit an effect like at the end of a verse, at the end of a word, or you can use this effect here. We're going to use it on a beat. So like if I was doing an effect on here, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I would fade it out. So I'm going to let him transition into this next song and try to use an effect and see how that sounds. Then we're going to go into the next song real quick.
2, 3, 4. All right, I see what he did. 1, 2, 3, 4.
No. You got to bring the song in first. You got to mix the song.
You sound like you just did it by itself. Okay,
No. We're going to mix the song in, and then we want to echo this out.
At the same time.
Echo this out before we bring this all the way over.
Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
No. You're not up there now. We down here. We bringing the song in first.
You're right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Alright, now when you got this in the middle, then you want to echo that out on the same thing.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And then you can bring that all the way over. You hear how that sound, a little bit smoother transition?
Yeah, I see that.
Okay, so try that one more time. And we're going to start. I started this beat over already for you. And we're going to go back over here, and we're going to use the transition on the other side.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And you're going to count.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hear that? Hey, that's real time. It sounds pretty good. So, hey, y'all at home should be able to do this exactly like that. Now, we're going to switch places real quick, and we're going to go to the next track, okay? We're going to bring in another beat. We're going to go up to, still at 185. Let me try this 190. We're going to go to 190 now, okay? This side over here is at 190. I'm going to take this sync off so I can have it at 190. I'm gonna let you hear this song. This is this song at 190. That's how it starts. You already know this song. So we at 82 over here. We at 90 over here. So of course you just can't bring them in and mix them together. So if you was rocking it at a party, you want to try to bring this one up a little bit. I'm gonna say about halfway in between. I might try to bring this one up to maybe about 85, 86s. Depending on how it sounds. I don't want to make it too far off from the original because I've already sped it up. So we at 84. The crowd don't really notice that I'm speeding it up that fast yet. I'm at 85. I'm gonna kind of hold it right there at 85. So my song that's at 90. This is on the other deck. Nobody can hear this yet. This is the deck that's playing out to the crowd. I'm going to bring this down to 85 before the crowd can even hear it. Now we at the same tempo. We locked in. I didn't use my syncs yet. We locked in up here. So now I'm going to bring this song in the same count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. You hear that song come in. If I'm happy where it sounds, then I'll hit the sync. And it'll lock it in for me. Then if I want to fade this one out over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll fade that down and bring this on over. Alright. You hear that pretty good? So now we're going to start that over. And we're going to have my son do that one and see how that work out. I'm going to put these back in at 0. We at 79 and we at 90. So we pretty much 10 BPMs apart. So we kind of want to meet halfway. 85 and 85 without the crowd hearing too much of a change, all right? You guys at home try the same thing. Don't have to be these particular songs, but any song, any instrumental that's in the range.
For sure. So like you said, we're going to repeat the same steps, and we're going to start with altering the BPMs and making them around the same speed. And like you said, it's almost a 10 BPM difference, so 85 will be quite in the middle, exactly. So we're going to start bringing this one up slowly. So So the crowd doesn't notice, but
started over.
got started over.
Actually, with turntables, you know, for some reason, down is faster and up is slow. That's just how they designed it.
Yeah, and that caught me off guard at first, I'm not gonna lie. But as you heard the man, I'm gonna go down and speed this up a little more. Slowly but surely, so they don't notice in the crowd. And we're about approaching 85 right there. And then we're gonna do the same thing for this side, except we're gonna go down. And you can't hear this beat yet, so I can speed this on up pretty fast. I mean, slow this one down pretty quick to match the same BPM. And it's giving me a hard time. All right, there, all right. So now we got them on the same BPM. And like I said, we're gonna try to do the transition as well as the effect to make that transition even smoother than it originally would be. So we got the cue point set. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4.
There you go. Smooth transition.
We do the same thing back, or
you don't have to. Yeah, you kind of got that, man.
Already.
Switch back over real quick. So as y'all can see, man, that's pretty much how you beat match, you know, on this DJ's beginning series 101. He picked it up pretty quick, probably because he got studio experience. He is a producer. But even if you don't have studio experience, if you at home, you know, you got your own set of turntables or you got a controller, it's pretty simple to pick up on if you take that beat count in consideration. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you want to take that based on the snare or the clap in each song. So, hey, that's my series for today, man. Hey, first of all, hey, you see I got on the old school, new school t-shirt. Of course, I'm old school. My son, new school.
Yes, sir.
So make sure you go to the store. Right below, I got it in the link below. We got a t-shirt shop selling DJ paraphernalia, DJ t-shirts. I'm adding new gear to it every week.
DJ apparel. We're not selling any paraphernalia, but DJ apparel.
Okay. Well, what's paraphernalia? What's the difference?
If the policeman pull you over, do you have any paraphernalia on you today, sir?
Nah, I think paraphernalia is not just illegal stuff.
Trust the new school on this one, yo.
All right, well, hey, put it in the comments below. I don't know. I thought paraphernalia was anything. You can have a paraphernalia on, but I may be wrong. I may be wrong. But anyway, y'all, hey, make sure you like the channel. Make sure you subscribe. And also, these beats today was produced by my son. And I think one of them was
produced
mine.
by him as well.
Yeah, so we had beats in here that we produced ourselves. So, hey, make sure y'all check us out. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Make sure you check out all our other videos, man. Thanks again. Peace.
Peace.